Yo! What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Moody, your coach of the Western Weavers, and today we have another GPL episode, and I'm by myself. There's no other guest. This is our first GPL Season 4 match where we do it by ourselves. But we are here. Yes, and we are playing Ryan, coach of the Twinleaf Typhlosions. Now, Ryan's the homie. I've played him a couple times. He's pretty good. But yeah, and he's got a really spooky team. So his team consists of Victini, Delmise, Mamoswine, regular Aggron, Mega Blastoids, and Clefable. While on my side of the field, we got Quick, the Excadrill, rocking Ironhead, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and I believe, I want to say like Rock Slide. Not sure on his last move. But pretty much this Excadrill's Sandrush sweeping set. I think with enough speed to, I want to say outspeed Mamoswine. Yep, outspeed Mamoswine. And then next we have Rex, the Tyranitar, rocking Stone Edge, Earthquake, Crunch, and Pursuit. And it has enough speed to outspeed Delmise and Max Attack, Adamant, and then the whatever's left over with speed is into defense. I believe I have Choppleberry on this. Yes, I think I have Choppleberry on this for Victini specifically. So I have Choppleberry because if Victini wants to like brick me, and then thinking he can like KO me or whatever, then I could just pop the Choppleberry and crunch it up. Yes, Crunch and Pursuit are pretty much there for Victini, and you know, like Stone Edge is there for nice general stab, and then Earthquake is for stuff like Mamoswine and Aggron. Then Crunch and Pursuit could also be good for Delmise as well. Though Delmise is pretty bulky, and Delmise can hit Tyranitar back pretty hard with a Anchor Shot. Next we have our Zapdos, rocking with, I believe, Tox, Thunderbolt, Defog, Roost, and I want to say Heat Wave. Heat Wave for Mamoswine, Thunderbolt for Mega Blastoids. I believe I'm max special attack. I think I'm like almost max attack, max speed, something like that. Speed tie with Victini, max speed Victini. Then we have Beauty, the Melodic, with Toxic Haze, Scald, and Recover. So this is pretty much meant for me to haze off Clefable's like Calm Mind boost, and then Scald's there for Victini, Toxic's there for like Delmise. But I am like I'm leftovers, and I am max defense, max HP bold. I needed the max to turn Earthquake into a 3-hit KO. Because without leftovers, Earthquake does like 49%. If he is, I don't know if he has to be in it, or if he's timid, or not timid, jolly. Yeah, I think it does 49%. I think that's why I did it. I don't think he would be adamant. I don't think so, because he would want to make sure that I'm not adamant drill, to try to catch me slipping like that, just in case he gets me out of stand. That would be my rationale, my guess on that. Then next we have Musharna, like 12, rocking Shadow Ball, Moonlight, Psychic, and I want to say a status move. I forget exactly what, or Heal Bell? Not a Heal Bell. I forget what my last move was. But, regardless, Shadow Ball is there. I'm rocking almost max defense, max HP again. This is, so if he V-creates me, and if I get in a 1v1 with V-create, with the drop, Shadow Ball should do around like 60-ish, if he's like the standard Victini set. And that's pretty good damage, especially on Victini. And then, if he ends up killing me, that's cool, because then he'll be at minus speed, and I can Pursuit drop him with Tyranitar. And then finally we have our Aromatisse, White Girl Rose, rocking with Wish, Protect, Moonblast, and Heal Bell. Pretty standard stuff, but just there to support the rest of the team, just in case I get burned or toxic or whatever. Definitely don't want anything like that happening. That'd be very unfortunate. So his team is looking pretty good. He's brought pretty interesting team. I'm thinking the Blastoids might be defensive. Could be like all-out offensive. And then Delmise could be like a very bulky team, or very bulky Delmise. Victini probably there to like probably, I don't know if he would be choice banded per se, but I'm thinking he might be Scarf. And then Clefable, he'll probably like be Unaware, Calm Mind, Soft Boiled, maybe like Moonblast Flamethrower, and then maybe like the Iron Berry for Iron Head from Excadrill. But yeah, I mean his team is looking really fat. I mean Victini's got pretty good bulk, but everyone else is pretty fat as well. Mamoswine, is what it is. But then Aggron is pretty big, Blastoise is pretty big, and Delmice is pretty big too. So this might be a little tough game, especially with the general idea of Excadrill sweeping. I mean, when I was looking at his team, I was thinking that seemed like a pretty good Brink, but he brought a pretty good team to try to stop that. I mean, Delmice is definitely a good matchup against everybody on my team, so I got to be very careful. So let's get into this game. So I lead off with Beauty, and he leads off with Mamoswine. I thought he would lead off with Mamoswine. I didn't want to get any tempo, so I decided to just fire off a Scald, and he fires off a Toxic, trying to Toxic Melodic. That's fine. I fire off this. Kind of wish I got the burn there, but what are you gonna do? And then I just fire off another Scald just in case he wanted to, or no, I fire off a Toxic, and then he reveals that he is Magic Guard, which is good to know. I go into Aromatisse, and then I think I just pop a Heal Bell right here. And we get the special attack drop, which kind of sucks. And then we just, get the Heal Bell popping, and then we throw up a Wish, and then we go into Melodic. Melodic's really bulky, and that's pretty good. I could have taken a +2, I believe. Then I just go and haze him up, and it does like 24, so that's pretty good. This Clefable is not going to get out of hand, and we scalded up just to see its damage. Clefable is pretty bulky, but we're just having kind of a battle like this. And he decides to go into Mega Blastoise. That's fine. And then I think we go and just Toxic this thing. Yep, we Toxic this thing right here. And then he Toxics me. So far, 2 mods on his team have Toxic. And I'm like, ah. But, halfway decent strategy against me. I can't hate on that. And then he goes to Talk, and we are both Toxic. And I try to go into 2 Live to try to put pressure on him. I don't think he would have Ice Beam right there. So he just decides to Dark Pulse, which is fine. And then we go in Thunderbolt, and then we don't do it. But we are Yachi Berry, so we eat that Yachi Berry up, and we just fire off a Heat Wave, and this Mamoswine is dead. Which is very good, because Mamoswine puts a lot of pressure on teams in general. And then I just Heat Wave right here, do a clean 63%, and he Rock Polishes right here. That's exactly what I did not want to happen. So that is why I fired off a Heat Wave. And then he had Smashes right there. Kind of unfortunate. He is Life Orb. And we just go into Rex. And I gotta take something, and he decides to just Earthquake right there, and I just Earthquake and knock this thing out. So 2 mons on his side of the field gone, which is really good to know. We go into Musharna right here, and I am forewarned. I'm not synchronized because I wanted to see what this Victini was. I would have been able to tell by damage, but I wanted to just reassure myself that it was V-Create, if that makes sense. So right here, I do know it's V-Create, so it's good to know. And he just goes for the U-turn. Fine tempo plan on his part. And then Dark Pulse is pretty obvious right here, so I'm just going to go into, I believe, Aromatisse. And then I just click Protect right here just to see what he wants to lock himself into, because most likely he is a locked Victini. Most Victinis are like that. And then I just wanted him to take a little sand damage as well. So we just go into Melodic, and we eat that V-Create up. I think we decide to just recover right here. I believe we recover right here. Yup, we recover right here, and goes into Delmice. Now, Delmice is a problem for my team, and I got to be able to somehow try to take it out. So we got another 4-1. He goes in Power Whips, and that's fine. And we decide to, I believe, just recover right here. I was kind of okay with stacking this and going into T-Tar and trying to crunch, but he decides to go into Victini, which is fine. And then he goes into V-Create right here, and then he gets the drops, and then I just fire off a fat Shadow Ball right here, and then I just let Musharna die at this point, because I'm I don't know how much Musharna is going to do the rest in this game, especially with Clefable, Dark Pulse, Mega Blastoids, Delmice, and now a dead Victini, because I may go into T-Tar right here, and even if he decides not to switch, Pursuit will knock this thing out. So I just click Pursuit right here, and he is trapped, and no more Victini, which is great to know. And then he decides to go into Clefable. That is fine. I decide to Stone Edge right here, and he Soft Spoils right there. I don't know if that Stone Edge crit was a roll. I'm hoping, probably not. I'm hoping it was not, but still, I was like, ah, man, so close, but yet so far. I decided to go into Beauty, the melodic right here, just in case he wanted to like calm mind up or something weird like that. Probably wouldn't have. And then I go into Aromatisse, and then this is where he starts to calm mind, and this is where it starts to get bad. He knocks me out, or I go for the heal bell. I should have gone for the wish right here, and then this is where I know this is where I feel like I really messed up on this play, because if I went for wish right there, then I could have gone protect on the next play, and then got a lot of health back, and then go into melodic and fire off a haze. Bad play on my part. I won't lie. And then he goes into this good play on his part, and then I'm kind of screwed right here. I'm just like trying to burn him, honestly. I'm just trying to get the burn. He goes in power whip, and I don't die, which is really nice actually. And then I just go for another. I need a burn to really play this game, but Melodic has no burns this game, which is unfortunate. And then right here, I had a little bit of I don't want to say 50-50 play, but a little bit of a 50-50. At this point in the game, I talked to him after the game. At this point in the game, I lost due to Blastoise spread. But at this point in the game, I was like, okay, maybe I could run it back. Blastoise is pretty low, and if he doesn't have a lot of defense, then maybe I could run it back. So right here, I thought he would go into Clefable right here to try to preserve this thing, because he knows this thing can for sure take one hit from Extra Drill and hit it back really hard with a power whip. So I'm like, all right, he might want to preserve this, and he knows I have pursuit, so he has to be careful about being pursuit trapped here. But I mean, like, he could go in Clefable right here too, so it was kind of just like, it was a weird 50-50. I decided to click pursuit, predicting him to switch because I thought this thing was just too valuable for him. So he decides to stay in, and he just power earthquakes me, and now I'm dead. And I'm like, man, lost the game. So right here, I figured he might like predict, just go into Blastoise, but he just stays in, and he earthquakes me, and then we just go for the Iron Head, I believe, and we knock this thing out, but we knock ourselves out through the Life Orb recoil. But definitely good game, Ryan. I feel like I messed up with the Aromatisse play, but what are you gonna do? I was a little rushed, not gonna lie. Playing this game, I've been really busy with life and stuff like that. But that's no real excuse. I mean, it's Pokemon at the end of the day. I'm not too upset about wins and losses. Just want to play for fun. And, I mean, obviously, I want to win. But, can't win them all. But definitely good game to run. Yeah, and that about wraps it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Booty, and I will see you guys later. Peace.